my peoples. Welcome to Box Center. You already know what this is. I'm your host, Jay Smith. And we all talk this boxing, man. We all do what we do. Let me switch this up right quick. We all do what we do. Yo, um, it's Friday, my peoples. It is Friday, and there's some damn good fights coming up this Saturday. What a card. I'm just going to mention two of the names that I'm looking forward to for this Saturday. Jesse Bam Rodriguez, Jaron Boots Ennis. We're getting both of those on the same card. You already know. You already know what it is. We can expect fireworks. We can expect both of them to, you know, look to be spectacular. Boots is going to look for a beautiful finish. I guarantee you that. Especially taking into account that Karen was able to take him the distance. And, you know, a lot of people don't remember this, but Boots got a lot of criticism for his first fight with Karen because, you know, people felt like he should have stopped him. Now, I personally didn't criticize the performance simply because I understood what Karen brought to the table. You know, this guy's, I think, an Olympic silver medalist, and you can see that he's a very, very skilled boxer. He's an awkward guy. You know, his style, the way he moves, kind of jerky. And listen, man, it's hard to look good against a fighter like that. You know, Boots, he won that fight clearly. It wasn't even close. But stopping him is something that he was not able to pull off. Is he going to be able to do it this time around? You know that Boots always goes out and he's looking for the stoppage. He's looking to hurt you. Is he going to be able to do that with Karen, though? Because now we also have to remember Karen has also done 12 rounds with Jaron Boots Ennis. So now he knows what Boots brings to the table. Is he going to be able to make some type of adjustments to make it a more difficult fight for Boots? I don't know. Because obviously Boots is a fighter who is very talented. And we can expect him to make his own adjustments. So that's a fight that I'm really, really looking forward to, my peoples. And then Jesse Bam Rodriguez, come on, man. You can't go wrong with Bam. He delivers every single time out. Simple as that. You know, when Bam steps in the ring, you're gonna get that serious action. You see me looking down, my peoples. I'm actually looking at my phone, and I'm looking at the face-offs. Look at this. That's Karen and Boots. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, this is gonna be an interesting fight. I want to see how it's gonna play out. Just because, you know, Karen, you could see that Karen was very confident in his last fight with Boots. He was able to go the distance. You see, he was able to operate the way that he wanted to. You know, he just was in there with a better fighter that was going to be scoring, you know, the cleaner shots, landing more consistently. So he lost. But he still was out there, you know, looking confident, looking like, you know, he could go the distance. And, you know, Karen, throughout that fight, he was never hurt. He was never in a situation where you're like, okay, Boots is about to finish him. No, he went the distance and did good for himself, you know. In fact, it wasn't a close fight like that. Boots won, and it was obvious. But there's a reason why Karen was able to get this rematch. You know, if Boots would have just smoked him, there would be no rematch. So there you have it, my peoples. Karen, he's a confident fighter. He's a fighter who has very, very good skills. Just because he's not famous like that, we don't know him like that, it doesn't mean that he's not that good. You know, Karen is an elite level fighter and, you know, a former Olympian. And he showed it. He showed it in their first fight. When Boots and Karen fought the first time around, I did not criticize Boots. I was not one of the people that said, oh, Boots is a hype job because he could have stopped this guy, so he's a hype job, and people are saying that he's better than what he is. He should have stopped this guy. Nah, my peoples, that's not the way that it goes. Just because we don't know a fighter or because a fighter's not famous, it doesn't mean that he's a bum. This Karen guy can fight, and he's good. He's real good. He made Boots think about it twice before stepping in there and trading shots with him. Not because he's stronger or because he's faster, just because he's very skilled. And he did land some very good shots on Boots in that last fight. So you have to understand, just like Boots is gonna make adjustments for Saturday, Karen is gonna come with his adjustments too. We gotta see how that's gonna play out. Now, obviously, Boots is gonna be the favorite. He's the better fighter. He's the star. But don't get it twisted, man. Karen is a very good fighter, and it's not gonna be a easy day. It's not gonna be easy work. That's the type of fighter that nobody's gonna just watch him. Nobody's just gonna smoke him. You will have to fight with him, and you will have to, either go the distance or break him down slowly and stop him in the late rounds. Karen is not that guy that you're just gonna blow him out of the water like that. So tell you that right now. And then, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, my peoples. Y'all already know every time Bam step in the ring, every time we can expect a spectacular performance. That's every time. Bam has been, doing special things at this point. And I don't know why. For whatever reason, he likes to fly under the radar. You don't see too much of Bam. In fact, I think his IG is even disabled right now and has been disabled for a long time. So Jesse Bam Rodriguez, a lot of people, don't realize this when I say it. So I'll explain it now. Jesse Bam Rodriguez is kind of like a Tim Duncan from the NBA. If you're old enough and you watch Tim Duncan, then you know that he was a superstar in the basketball court. But once he stepped out of the basketball court, he wasn't really, looking for the bright lights. He wasn't really getting in front of the cameras. You didn't see Tim Duncan like on the red carpets. He wasn't getting in no controversy or anything like that. Tim Duncan was that guy that in the basketball court, he was a superstar. But once he left the game, he just wanted to live a regular life. He didn't want to, he wasn't looking to be, this big superstar that you see him, in the big shows and in the premieres and getting, his picture taken everywhere. Tim Duncan wasn't that. He wanted to be the greatest in the basketball court, but once he stepped out, he really didn't care about, being a star and all that stuff. And I see that same thing with Jesse Bam Rodriguez, where, when he steps in that ring, you already know what you're going to get. You already know. But outside the ring, he's not really looking for the spotlight. He's not really, looking to look at me, check me out. You don't see Bam like that. If you think about it, Bam is a fighter who, outside of a small period of training camp and right when he's about to fight, you don't really see much of him. Like the most that I've seen Bam recently is in, promotion from the Zone, Eddie Hearn. But like I said, Bam doesn't even have an IG right now. So he doesn't post anything of, what he's doing. And like I said, you don't see him in public events like that. So Bam is just flying under the radar on the public, on the public stage. He's flying under the radar just like Tim Duncan used to. What's going on over there? So my peoples, man, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. And don't be cheap with that like button. I see that y'all being cheap. Y'all not hitting that like button. I don't know why, because I'm giving y'all this fire. So everybody in here, I got 7 people in here. I should have had 7 likes. Y'all played me. and y'all should all subscribe to the channel. I don't know how I got here, but love you too, bro. From New Zealand. Oh, shit, from New Zealand. Yo, Kes W, one love, my guy. Appreciate you hopping on. I don't know how you got here either, but I can tell you that one day I want to go to New Zealand. That's a country that I always wanted to visit, man. So, yo, one love, my people. So appreciate you jumping in with me. And yo, in case, just in case, if you happen to love boxing, my peoples, I promise you, this is gonna be your favorite boxing channel. This is gonna be your favorite boxing content. I'm gonna be bringing you guys the truth. Um, and by the way, Saturday, I am going to go live. I am going to give you my reaction to Jesse Bam Rodriguez's fight and also to Jaron Ennis doing his thing. I'm not expecting that there are going to be any upsets. Yo, like I said, Kaz, man, I really appreciate you jumping in, my brother. Definitely. We in different parts of the world, but we still brothers, man. We still, human beings getting along who, we out here, my peoples. We out here. Um, but again, yo, I'm so looking forward to tomorrow, man. Like when you have I think yeah. I think this is the first time that Boots and Bam fight on the same card. And I got a feeling that it's the first time, but it's probably not gonna be the last time because we're gonna see fireworks tomorrow. It's gonna be super exciting. Everybody's gonna be talking about it afterwards. It's gonna be a success. Therefore, we will see it again. Boots and Bam will probably fight on the same card again. My peoples, I want to thank y'all, man, for jumping on with me this morning. Boxing for breakfast. That's how we do it. And remember that Box Center is going to be live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Mondays through Fridays. So again, appreciate y'all jumping on with me. This is Box Center, your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Peace.